when you first come on a set, Ashton, and you kind of meet people for the first time, is everybody really expecting you to pull a prank? Jessica, were you waiting on something to happen? Has Punk'd followed you into your acting career? It has, hasn't it?
Has it?
I think everybody's expecting me to be a different character than what I am. You know, I think everybody's like waiting for me to be the character that I played on Punk'd. And so they're waiting for me to make some comment or some jab or some, like, you know, a spastic maneuver or something. And they tend to be relatively disappointed that that's not going to really take place.
Okay.
I retired.
You're retired. That's it now. Finished.
Retired, man. You know what? The amount of energy it takes is to constantly be looking over your shoulder and making sure nobody's trying to get you back. It's not worth it. I can get a lot more done.
Okay, with the romance-tinted angle of the movie, obviously, how many fan proposals do you guys have between you? I'm sure there's an awful lot. Did you just stop going through the fan mail and stop counting them?
I can't recall a fan proposal.
You're so copping out. You've got so many guys ask you to marry you.
I got he was like 10 or 11 or something recently, and I was like, it's illegal, and that would be weird.
Can't do that.
But that was the only one I remember. It was like a week ago. He was a little kid.
Oh, you remember the last one?
That was it. I don't recall ever being asked. Yeah.
Okay, well, you guys,
But Ashton gets it all the time.
I'm sure you get it all the time as well.
You can check his Twitter or his Facebook.
Yeah, if you want to keep track.
But there's a huge cast. There's 18 names on the poster. How did you guys become involved, and was it easy enough to jig up your schedules? Gary was saying the scheduling was a bit mad. As soon as you found Gary was directing, and at what point did you just come into the production?
Yeah, I was working on another film just right before, and I think this film started shooting before I even finished the other film, and then as soon as I got done working on the other film, I had like 3 days or something to get ready to do this movie. So it was a really quick turnover. They sent the script out to everyone and get with Gary attached, and I think it was really just the magic of Gary Marshall being involved that everyone wanted to play, and you know, it was like Gary said, they were sort of casting couples. So, you know, they called and they were like, well, you know, it'd be you and your best friend would be Jennifer Gardner, and you'd be proposing to Jessica Alba, and I was like, well, you know, you can't. I don't know how I'm gonna go wrong with that. So, you know, you just kind of, but they kind of had everybody lined up. And then they just started pulling triggers on people, and I think they wanted to make sure everybody was comfortable working with each other first. And
okay, well,
we saw each other at a party, at a birthday party when they were casting, and we were both hanging out at the bar, and I'm like, yes, are you gonna do this thing? She's like, I don't know, are you gonna do this thing? We started playing this like dancey dance, like trying to get some information out of each other, and we got nothing. But I was counting on that conversation.
Okay, I know we have to wrap things up fairly quickly, but you've got Killers coming out next, Ashton. Jessica, You've got Machete, and you've got Little Fuckers as well. Is there any tidbits you can give us on those two?
Machete kicks ass, and it's going to be friggin' awesome. And I play twins, which is kind of fun. And the Little Fuckers it's almost wrong how many belly laughs you have.
It's a fun set as well.
I mean, just during the script read through, people were crying. So it's very silly, very, very silly.
And what about you, Ashton, with Killers?
Yeah, Killers is you know, I made enough of these romantic comedies to know that eventually I had to make a movie that had some juice for the guys, and it's pretty cool. I've never done that kind of action stuff before, and all the fighting and the gunplay and the car, you know, all that stuff.
Isn't it fun?
It's awesome.
Jessica's done loads. She something.
And it's a great combination of a guy trying to work his way through marriage with a secret, and his secret is that he kills people. So
it's a big secret.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's fun.
Okay, guys, I really appreciate taking the time to speak to me. Thank you very much.
Thanks, man.